What can be done to change the course we're on? I think that if we look back at history, we could see. Repent. To repent means to have a change of mind. That means whatever I'm doing that I'm not supposed to be doing, I turn around and I now go in the opposite way. I change my direction. I return to God. I learn the ancient paths. That means I know the Bible. We need revival in this country. It doesn't matter who the leaders are of this country. If we do not repent and return, we are in trouble. And it starts with the house of God. It starts with me, and it starts with you. Asking God, what do I need to change? What does Lisa Cloninger need to change? And the list is long, trust me. Ask my husband. But it starts with us, not looking at everybody else. Let's look at it. Let's look at ourselves. What do we need to change? Do not learn the way of the nations. I think this is big. Don't follow the nations. Don't worry about getting all the nations together. Let's get this to be one nation under God. He says, stand by the ways and seek and ask for the ancient paths. If you truly amend your ways and your deeds, that He'll come back. And He says, do not stand still. I'm talking to everybody in here today. Do not stand still. Blow the trumpet, sound the alarm, get off your hiney and don't stand still and tell this message. You need to leave here tonight, and instead of talking about something that doesn't matter, like what you're wearing tomorrow, or where you're having dinner or lunch, or who's got the cutest whatever, you need to be talking about this with your colleagues, with your children, with your grandchildren, with your church members, with your everybody. We need to be talking about this. Wake up, wake up. Blow the trumpet, sound the alarm. He says in Jeremiah 15:19, He says, if you extract the precious from the worthless, you will become my spokesman. We need to take the precious and get rid of the worthless in our lives. Trust me, we all got a lot of worthless in our lives. Then we can be His spokesman. And He said, they may turn to you, but you don't turn to them. In other words, when you're extracting the precious, when you're doing the right thing and you're trying to get people in, they may come in and follow you, but don't you follow them. Get back to the 10 Commandments. We've talked about that a lot. Even though we're not under the law, that doesn't mean we're not supposed to obey it. That doesn't mean that we don't obey these 10 Commandments. God made them from the beginning, and He made them because He knew what was right for you and what was right for me and what would hurt our families, what would hurt our country. And He knows we need to go by these. You need to put these up in your house. You need to know them. They used to have to put them on their foreheads and on their wrists. The Jewish people did. So that every time they did anything on their doorpost, that they would know, and it needs to be there. We need to not forget to love the Lord our God. That He is God and there is no other. That we are to have no graven images. We are not to take His name in vain. We are to keep the Sabbath holy.